Hi, everybody. Today we're going to talk about a great success we just had, a wonderful O-1A for a scientist approved in just 3 days with USCIS. O-1A is an incredible visa that could allow you to quickly come to the United States to get up and running and working. And usually, it's known for people in the arts, athletes and artists doing this kind of stuff, but it's much more wide ranging. And we have experience working with scientists, and particularly here, it was a neurobiologist, a scientist working on regenerative medicine from Europe. It's a very big win. We're really happy for the client, but I thought we'd come in and talk for other scientists who are interested in coming to the United States to work. It's a wonderful category, the O1, that allows you to come here and work pretty quickly and bring your family with you. So it's really wonderful. Always, you did the great work on getting this case done. Could you fill us into some background of how this case worked out, what you learned from it, and how it could help other people?
Well, John, yes, it's a great success we had just today in the office. This was a premium process change of status petition that we filed with California Service Center. And what that means is that the person was here on another status, and the client changed status to O-1A while staying here after being offered a position. As you mentioned, the position was for a neuroscientist, a neurobiologist, and that's the background of our client, a world-renowned, accomplished neurosurgeon from Europe. And what we were able to do is to really pull together uh, our client's accomplishments, look at where we had strengths and where we had weaknesses, and make the presentation before the California Service Center that this person has really risen to the top of her field based on the evidence that we had. So we're going to talk in detail. We're going to have some more videos that we're going to put out there for each of the categories that O1 involves. But this is kind of a general thing. What works in cases where we might have certain requirements that are sort of weaker in, to support. A, a really, I think, a fundamental aspect of O1 cases or extraordinary ability cases is the uh, the opinion letters,
Mm-hmm.
and the opinion letters are fundamentally important because they are written by experts in the field. Some of them are top-notch scientists, and if they're independent, meaning if they have not collaborated or worked with the applicant, that means it has a lot of weight. The USCIS is going to give it a lot of weight that independent experts are giving their opinion on accomplishments of this person.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what really, in this particular case, we focused on those good content, good letters, explaining, like up front that the research that our client had done, it really elevated the research area, and these writers themselves are following this research, or
Yeah.
it has made an impact on their own research. So I think that's what is very important. People often ask, well, how many letters? And I tell them, what, we don't look at the numbers, we look at the quality of them. In some cases, 4 letters are enough. In some cases, we get 7 to 8 letters. Well, it depends on where they're coming from, who's writing them, and how independent they are of the actual applicant. So I think this case really had good letters, good expert opinions, independent ones, along with other requirements that our applicant met. But the point is that in cases where you might think as an applicant that, hey, I don't seem to be meeting some of these requirements, well, it's always a good idea to reach out to a professional attorney and at least get your case evaluated to see,
Yeah, do
what
further
could work.
analysis. Because, for example, people who are thinking, especially scientists, they always think about the national interest waiver, which is a green card to NIW EB2C category. And for that, it's always like, how many publications do I have? What is my Google Scholar score? But here, how was the Google Scholar score? How was the publications for this O1 candidate and winner?
Well, this is the interesting part. It wasn't there. There was none.
Hmm.
And a lot of the publications were actually not as international, more geographically European. And we did end up having to get some of those translated. But the interesting part was that there was not a strong Google Scholar or citation profile.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I think approvals like this show that what what the USCIS is looking for is the totality.
Exactly.
You have to meet the prongs individually on their own. That's what the law says.
Mhm.
But if the presentation is done in a way where the totality of the total picture is presented of what this person's capabilities are and how good they are for this country's uh, uh, endeavors that this country is prioritizing. In our case, I really put out here in this case that cancer research is one of the areas which this country and this administration is really prioritizing. And our client has some amazing accomplishments in cancer research. So we
Yeah.
also make that connection. You know, we want this person here. We want them to contribute to this country's priorities.
Yeah.
So again, presenting the case as a whole, showing that they meet each prong on its own. 3 out of the 10 or 9 that a lot of our clients have seen. But definitely, if you are someone who's trying to explore this option, uh, get a consultation done to see where you stand.
Yeah, you know, we have a lot of people reach out to us who want these categories, and they say, I meet the three categories, I'm at this and that. But it's like, that's just the first step. There was a court case that came out for EB1As, which now applies to O1s, just there's that totality of the circumstances. And that's why we really need to sit and talk with the person to get a bunch of stuff. So, sometimes a lot of stuff doesn't even fit within any of the categories, but you need that extra whole rounded situation. So the officer sees, this is the kind of person we want in the United States. And that's
Yeah,
what's really important. You can't just get that with a
yeah,
quick email saying I meet the three criteria. That's why I need in-depth analysis of the person, their background,
yeah,
history. And a lot of times, a lot of people are humble, especially in these kind of scientific categories, where they don't even remember, they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to brag about it. But it's important. We need to go one by one and go through the history, get all this information that the client or the applicant may not think is important. So if you're interested in a consultation, email us. Best thing is to email always directly. His email is OWAIS@jqqlaw.com. OWAIS@jqqlaw.com. His email should be at the bottom. We have a screener or questionnaire that you can complete to help us get a better understanding. If it looks like it's going a direction, we'll schedule a consultation and take it from there. But first things first, just reach out, give us some information, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, Awais. Congratulations. It's a big win for us. We're really happy for this O1 applicant that got approved. It's gonna change our lives having a cancer researcher like this coming with regenerative medicine. This is a game changer for human beings. So what work we do here is just a blessing. We're really helping the world go around.
absolutely. We have a very happy client, and she's going to do amazing work in this country.
Thanks so much. God bless. All right, everybody. Again, email is awais@jklaw.com. We'd love to learn more about the work you're doing. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching this educational program. To get the latest videos, click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Also, help us help the immigrant community by liking this video and sharing it with your family and friends. You can also find us on other social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, where you find the latest updates on immigration news, policy changes, and tips. Be safe and God bless. See you soon.